Hey guys, Nate Wolf here, Fired for Truth. I want to do a quick book review on a really great resource that I've come across at the Take on the World 18 conference in Ohio. And it is a book by author Chad Taylor, and it is entitled Where Are We? Earth According to the Bible. And it is a very good resource, Bible study tool relating to learning about biblical cosmology. And so I'm going to just do a short video, maybe 10 minutes or so, relating to this great tool. Let me start by just saying that a little bit about Chad, the author. He is the founder of Rustic Trail Productions, LLC. He is a business coach, a public speaker, author, and he has spoken at several opportunities and Take on the World 18 conference. He's going to be at the Flat Earth International Conference 18 in Denver, Colorado in November. If you'd like some information on speakers and topics, you can go to fe2018.com. Also, he's been invited to speak at the Question Everything Conference in California in February, and that is the QE 2018 or Question Everything. So you can Google that, get some more information. I believe that's out of Yorba Linda, California in February. He also is a husband and father of two little ones, and he seems to be a very active family man, so I appreciate that about him. Chad grew up in Montana, but he is currently living in Seattle, Washington. He also has a website which is called wherearewethebook.com. And when you go to that website, you'll see the book itself. There's information there about Chad as the author, some of the details I've shared, as well as other frequently asked questions and other great information about Chad. And he's got a little bit of backstory there about how he came to thinking about writing this book. And so I would encourage you to check that out. In a moment, I'll share some details about the inside of the book, and then at the end of this video, I'll share my thoughts on why I purchased it. And so first of all, let me just say that this book is available in both paperback and ebook format. So for some of you, that might be very exciting to get the ebook. I'm a paperback guy myself, a paper man. So you can go to either wherearewethebook.com or amazon.com to get those formats. And the prices may vary. Sometimes Amazon runs sales on different things. There's also pricing for bulk orders of 10 or 100. You get discount pricing on that. So if you check out the book and decide, wow, this is a great resource like I have, then maybe you would decide to purchase bulk copies and pass those out to your friends. If you have questions about the book, you can message him at info@wherearewethebook.com. He's very good about returning messages and happy to share with you about his book or answer any questions you might have. The book, the research for the book started in about June of 2015, and so Chad put about 9 months of research into this book before he began it. He began putting the book together in March of 2016 and spent about 1 year, 9 months putting it together. The book debuted in December of 2017, and it's really picking up steam. A lot of people have recognized it as a valuable resource, particularly in their learning of the true biblical earth. So I highly recommend it. It is a book that is, the paperback is 8.5 by 11, so it's a good sized book. Hopefully you can see inside of this book, you can see the fonts, and I really appreciate that the font is a good size to read. You can see also on the bottom there, under the Habakkuk scriptures there, the translation. He's got 4 different translations. The King James Version. He also has the ESV, the NIV, and the New Revised Standard Version. On the bottom, on this page over here, you can see he's got some definitions of terms and resources with page numbers, which are very helpful. And then on this side here, you've got these wonderful diagrams He did these diagrams himself, and if you are a visual learner, these diagrams are just excellent. They can really help you to grasp the concepts that we're seeing in Scripture. My understanding is there's about at least 100 of these illustrations in Chad's book, and there's over 150 images total in the book. The other thing I like about this is where you see the scriptures. Where you see the scriptures, you have not only the 4 translations, but there's space in between there. If you're a note taker like myself, if you really enjoy taking notes, as you can see, there's plenty of room to take notes in. I can tell you what I decided to do with this. I decided to take some notes on paper because I only have one copy of his book, and I was thinking maybe if I determine it's a good resource, which I have, it's an excellent resource, that I would share that with friends. And I like to scribble and take notes, and didn't want to muddy the waters. If I handed it out, I wanted to make sure that I could get to them the true, pure product. So I've taken notes, and I've even added some of my own thoughts on my notes. I've added some further definitions of the Strong's numbers and definitions of the wording there in the original languages. Also, I've written through, decided to put in here my thoughts as I went through these different pages of information. If something jumped out at me for future study, or just something that I didn't see until now for the first time, then I would write that out. So I would encourage you to do however that works for you. I also want to show that there is a back definitions section where you can look up these different definitions, and you can find out where they are on the page. So if you're like me, I like to be able to look and find out where each definition was used on each page, and then you can go back to the pages and you can find out on the pages there on the bottom, this side, he will tell you where every occurrence of that word happens, and also the scriptures are nice to be able to check out. So I just wanted to do a short video about this great resource. And lastly, I'll just share, for me, after Take on the World 18, I really wanted to dive into this subject deeper. Had been doing some studying on my own, had been watching videos, but I have to say this is a very excellent resource. Chad has put a lot of time and prayer and energy into this, a lot of study, and he's done a fantastic job with really everything relating to the book. He has ended up sharing his thoughts at different conferences to help people understand his backstory and how he came to desire to do this great work. So I wish him much success in this. I really feel like this is going to be a great resource for years to come. It has a lot of depth in it, but is also spoken very plainly, and so I appreciated that. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and so I need need things to be spoken plainly to me, and so I appreciate that about this work. So I hope that you'll consider purchasing it online, either at his website, wherearewethebook.com, or Amazon.com, either in the paperback format, 8.5 by 11 paperback, 320 pages with the black and white diagrams and font, or consider getting the ebook. And I think this would be also a really good gift for those that are broaching into this subject of biblical earth. I can't see how anyone would be disappointed with this resource, because this is really a great resource to help us dig deeper, to give us ideas. And again, if you're a visual person, the diagrams that Chad has created himself are very helpful. So if you would like some more information, have questions, message him at info@wherearewethebook.com. He's very good about returning those messages. I hope that you'll consider this tool. I hope that this little video was long enough to give you some ideas and share some details about the book that's been very helpful to me. So I hope that you'll be blessed in your studies, and please be praying for Chad and his ministry, and not only his book, but his speaking opportunities, that he can help share the word about God's true biblical earth. So thank you and God bless.